Today we're doing front brake pads and rotors on this Chrysler Town and Country. The rear e-brake doesn't work very well, so we're sticking a brick behind this wheel, make sure nothing rolls when we jack it up. Okay? Alright, before you jack up the vehicle, you want to loosen the lug nuts, because if you try to do it when the wheel's in the air, it'll just spin. So these are already loose. And then this jack has a special hole in the top right here, and this little nip right here goes in that hole when you're jacking up this car. So you just line everything up. See how it's going through the middle? There you go, that's how you jack it up. So I jacked the vehicle up with the wheels turned to the right so I have easier access to these two caliper bolts. Then before I loosen the caliper bolts, I compress the piston a little bit so that everything is a little loosey-goosey. So you remove these two 10mm caliper bolts and then slide the caliper out of the way. This little divot here has to go around the caliper bracket. I'll show you when we put it back together. You gotta make sure you got it in the right spot. Then you make sure your piston is compressed all the way in. And you're ready to put new rotors and brake pads on. This really isn't that hard of a job, but it's about 85 degrees in this Florida garage, so it's pretty sweaty. When you put the new rotor on, you want to clean it off with brake cleaner so you don't have any of the sealant or gunk that comes on them that would cause smoking. So spray it all down, wipe it off, front and back. Okay. Before you put the caliper back in, you want to make sure that these slides move freely. You might need to lubricate them if they're open so that the caliper can float and doesn't jam. And you push them all the way back. Make sure they're clear of the bracket so you can get into the spot. On this particular caliper, this guy goes around the bracket. See how this is on the left and this is on the right? That's how you know they're in the right spot. Then you just put your bolts back in and tighten everything down. Okay, after you let the car down and torque the wheel, pump the brake pedal, double check your brake fluid. Then I take it for a test drive and I re-torque the wheel. Make sure that the rotor didn't adjust or anything. You want to make sure your wheels are tight. That's about it.